it's Christian Younger, and I wanted to welcome you to another Automotive Best Practice of the Week. In this week's version, we're live on location at a Ford dealership where we've been training some new salespeople this week. We're about ready to do a role play on the objection, I want more for my trade. Or more specifically, we've shown the guest $10,000 actual cash value for their trade, and they think they can sell it on their own for $13,000. So I want you to go ahead and watch how I overcome this objection. Now, if this is your first time to our channel, and you want to improve your sales skills, learn how to use psychology to close more car deals, and receive unbiased dealership product and service vendor reviews, please go ahead and make sure you subscribe, and then go ahead and turn the bell on so you never miss out on learning anything new. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the role play. So back to where we were. So Bill, hey, I hope we get $13,000 out of it. In fact, we're kind of counting on it that we're going to get $13,000. However, that'd be top dollar. And whether we had to get that vehicle ready to be in top dollar condition or whether you had to do it, there's some certain things we'd have to do so we can get top dollar for it. So let me just help you out here before you take off, and I can show you some of the things you'd have to do to get in top dollar condition. Now, the first thing we'd have to do is make some repairs on there. You said earlier when we were talking and we were doing the appraisal form that it needed 4 tires, and boy, you're correct. It really does need those 4 tires. So let me ask you, Bill. You're going to be Bill. So let me ask you, Bill, what do you think, what types of tires would you put on them? I mean, you could buy tires for all the way up to $2,000 or $3,000, or you can probably buy them for $400 or $500 a piece, or a couple $100 a piece. What do you think that you would do and spend on tires for 4 tires on this vehicle?
Last time I bought tires, it was $250 a tire.
Okay. So it'd be 1,000?
1,000.
Okay, so you do 1,000 on tires. Now, you had showed me these, so I appreciate that. We've kind of looked at them. We would have seen them when we were going over them anyway. And that is on the passenger side, there's a lot of little dings, like maybe the car's been opened into. I don't know if you've got a garage where if you're like me and you've got kids, and they sometimes will open into the other door, but those are going to have to be done through paintless dent repair. Okay, so we're going to have to go ahead. That's the good news, is we won't have to take it to the body shop and spend thousands of dollars, but we'll have to take it to the paintless dent repair. And there's probably about 5 or 6 of those, and they typically cost anywhere from $25 to $50 to go ahead and do. Now, we might be able to get a little bit of a deal because we're doing more than one, and we do quite a few vehicles here. So I'm going to go ahead, instead of saying $25 per, I'm going to say that we can probably get it all done for $150. Okay? So the dents. Now, the next thing we're going to need to do is it's going to need a detail. The vehicle itself, we all know, when they look clean, they smell clean, they feel good, we're going to be able to get more money out of them when they're standing tall. So we're going to have to do a complete detail on this vehicle. It's not filthy, but there's some dirt on it. There's some things that have to be done. And when I say a complete detail, I'm talking about us doing a wash, wax, a complete vacuum, and then having somebody go in and actually go into the crevices with a Q-tip or a fine-tooth comb and kind of go in and get the dust out of the gear shifters and some of the different places, because the vehicle's 5, 6, 7 years old, so it does accumulate some of those things. What do you think? Now, you could do this all on your own, or you can spend anywhere from $100 to $300 to have a complete detail done on a vehicle. What do you think you would spend? Either would you do it on your own, because obviously you're going to have material costs, or would you spend to have it done and have it completely detailed?
About $120.
Okay. So we'll use 120. Now, the next thing is advertising. So if you're going to sell that vehicle on your own, you're going to probably want to sell it quicker than later because you're making payments on it right now. So you're going to have to advertise it. Now, here's the good news. You don't have to, like the old days, you don't have to take out a classified ad that probably would cost you anywhere from $150 to maybe $500 depending on how long you ran it. Right now, you could actually do a cars.com and an auto trader, and they go, or an eBay, and they go out to like the whole world. And actually, they have free listings. However, with the free listings, you can't put a picture on there, and we all know, I mean, you wouldn't have come and look at my car without a picture. So to have pictures on there, they have packages that are based on pictures, and they start at $100, and they go up to about $350. So what would you do as far as a package on there to advertise it?
Probably somewhere between 200 and
okay.
250.
All right, let's just use 200.
Okay.
So 4 is discount. So if you were going to have this vehicle online, on eBay. Now I've got like a brother-in-law that he's always trolling around on eBay and Cars.com and Auto Trader, and he's always just trolling around on private parties or even dealers, but he's always just looking for a steal, looking for a deal, right? So if somebody that's looking at a private party vehicle, I mean, don't you think they're going to want some type of a discount?
Yeah.
So what type of discount do you think you'd have to give up to entice them to go ahead and do it?
That could be anywhere between $100 and $500, depending on
Okay.
what they're looking for.
All right, well, let's just use, you want to just use 300, 250? Let's use 250.
250?
Let's split the difference and we'll use 250. Now, if you're going to advertise that, you're going to put it on there, there's going to be some time involved. Now, obviously, there's going to be time involved taking pictures of it and listing it online and that type of thing, but that's not really what I'm talking about. The time that's going to be involved is answering the emails, the phone calls, the texts, and then arranging times to have the vehicle shown. And then it's going to maybe take even a little more time, because if you're going to want to have that vehicle shown like maybe at a different site, you know, you probably don't want these people coming to your house. So then you're going to have to take it down to a, you know, some type of a public place to have it shown. And that's going to take some of your time. Depending on how long it takes, it's going to obviously take more time, but even if it only is a couple times you show it, it's going to cost you something. So what's your time worth for that? $200, $300, $500, $1,000? What do you think?
300.
Okay. Now, 6, we've got a tax credit. Okay, so in the state of Iowa, we're going to make this easy. You're from the state of Iowa. So in the state of Iowa, the nice thing about Iowa is they only tax.
Time.
Five. And I'll give you a handout on this. They only tax on the difference. So right here, you're going to get taxed, instead of getting taxed on the $20,000, the selling price there, you're going to get taxed on the 10. Okay, so you're only going to get taxed on the 10. So 5% of $10,000 is $500. So actually, you're going to get that credit. You're going to really get a credit of $500, or you're going to save $500 because you're trading that vehicle in versus selling it. Because if you come back here and sell it and purchase this one, then it's going to be $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a $500 credit there. Now, lastly, you said that you've got payments on this vehicle. You're paying $300 a month on the price of or paying $300 a month on this vehicle. It typically takes about 60 to 90 days to sell a vehicle. Let's say that you get lucky though and you sell it in 60 days. Okay, so it's going to cost us $300. You're going to have to make those payments. You're going to have those $300 in payments that you're going to be making during that time. So that's another $600. So let's add up and see what we've got. So I've got 1,000 and I've got 150. So we've got, let's see, 250, 275 here. So we've got 1,275. Plus I've got another 450. Plus I've got another 1,400. 12, 11, 3. So what we've got, and let me make sure my math's right, because it looks like I went a little bit too high. So we got 1,150 and we got 2 1/4. So right here we've got 1,275, and then we've got 450. So 1,275, 450, and then we've got 800, and it's 1,400. So actually I was wrong. I just wanted to double check the math again. So we're at 5 here, we're at 12 here, we're at 8, we're at 11 here, so we're at $3,125. So, I mean, really effectively, you're getting $10,000 in trade for the vehicle, but with that $3,125 we were talking about, effectively, it's like you're getting $13,125 in trade. Gosh, I got to tell you, I'd be crazy to let you go ahead and trade it in, because you're actually be going in the hole by trading by selling the vehicle on your own versus trading into us today. I know you like the vehicle. Why don't we put all this shopping behind you and getting you out of here so you can start enjoying your new vehicle? How do you want to register it? In Joe or Joseph?
Joseph.
Joseph. And so that's the close.